Welcome back.
To Marriage Beyond the Veil.
So, I was thinking, in love relationships, there are opportunities where things go really effortlessly and things are going along really great.
Mm-hmm.
Then there are opportunities where things are challenging, um, and may get to be incredibly detrimental. Okay. But I was thinking, okay, before things get to a place where you're really experiencing a level of detriment,
Mm-hmm.
there should be some warning signs before one gets there. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so, I to that end, I was thinking about warning signs, and I was like, okay, let me Google what a warning sign is.
Okay.
Interestingly enough, a warning sign is a type of sign which indicates a potential hazard, obstacle, or condition requiring special attention.
Okay.
And some are traffic signs that indicate hazards on the roads that may not be readily apparent to the driver.
Okay.
So if we go from a love relationship with the warning sign, potential hazard, obstacle, or condition requiring special attention, or, a road hazard that may not be readily apparent to the driver. What would be some indications that in your love relationship you've just passed a warning sign? When you think about driving, slippery when wet, curves ahead,
Right.
right? Unlevel, uneven roads or whatever. So all of these things that gives you a heads up that, okay, you're about to experience something that where your full attention is needed. What kinds of things would give one an indication up ahead that, there's a potential obstacle or hazard?
Silent treatment.
Okay.
Lack of communication.
Lack of communication. Okay.
Lack of
Indifference.
Yeah.
Detachment.
Yeah. So if you know the person's love language, purposely not speaking their love language.
And why would one do that?
Because there's issues, there's challenges, there's obstacles.
So, one in the relationship knowing the other's love language, but intentionally not speaking it, that's them giving a sign that there's danger ahead.
Yeah.
So,
It's like, one of yours is physical touch. So if I go 2-3 weeks without touching you in any kind of way, if I don't touch your hair, your face, or anything.
She touched my face and it still felt like a warning sign. Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
But you would know. But you would know, right?
Yeah. And the reason why I ask about warning signs, right? Because over the years, it's amazing to me how many times people get into situations in their marriages or their love relationships where they behave like they were blindsided.
Oh,
that, that the relationship is coming to an end or it has ended. And I didn't know. He didn't say anything. She didn't say anything. I mean, is it just that there were no warning signs, or we were oblivious? We were distracted. We didn't pay attention to the warning signs.
I'm going with distracted, more than likely. Didn't pay attention. Because I could be wrong. But I don't think that anybody that's in a really committed relationship for any period of time would not notice when something was off.
Okay. And I would concur. I would concur 100%. So, And the reason why I bring this up, because the tragic reality, sometimes people have been invested a long time in a relationship for it to end. And I would say it did not necessarily have to if you paid attention to the warning signs, and before you got to the point where it was slippery and wet, before you got around to the dangerous curves, before you entered a deer crossing, right? And before it hits your car and totals it, you have an opportunity to say, let me slow down, let me stop, let me take another route, i.e. do things differently. I think this is something that will require more time.
Yeah, I think.
But are there warning signs in your relationship? Are you paying attention or are you distracted? Until tomorrow, if the Lord says the same.
Have a good evening.